Our HOA president fined us $45,000 because we painted our house colonial beige instead of approved beige number 4. We're both retired teachers. We couldn't afford it. So I ran for HOA president, won, and systematically destroyed every rule they used to terrorize this neighborhood. My name is Tom Richardson. I'm 67. My wife Carol is 65. And we took down the most tyrannical HOA in Arizona. We bought our house in Sunset Ridge Estates in 2010. A nice community in Scottsdale. Good neighbors. Well maintained. The HOA seemed reasonable. It wasn't. The Sunset Ridge HOA was run by a man named Donald Pritchard. Retired corporate attorney. 72 years old. Controlling, petty, and mean. The HOA had 247 rules. Single-spaced. 38 pages. Rules about lawn height, no more than 2.5 inches. Rules about Christmas decorations, white lights only, removal by January 5th. Rules about car colors, earth tones preferred. Rules about fence paint, mailbox styles. Even rules about what time you could put out trash cans. For 10 years we followed the rules. We were good neighbors. Then in 2020 our house needed painting. The original paint, Desert Sand number 7, was discontinued. The paint store recommended colonial beige, nearly identical. We submitted the color to the HOA for approval, as required by Rule 47B. Donald Pritchard rejected it. Colonial beige is not on the approved color list. Please select an approved color. I called him. Mr. Pritchard, Desert Sand number 7 is discontinued. Colonial beige is the closest match. Then choose a different approved color. But it won't match the rest of the neighborhood. That's not my concern. Follow the rules or face consequences. We didn't have $8,000 to repaint the house. We're retired teachers. Fixed income. So we painted it colonial beige. Big mistake. 2 weeks later we received a violation notice. Violation, unapproved exterior paint color. Fine, $100 per day until corrected. I called Pritchard. This is insane. It's the same color. It's not an approved color. You have 30 days to repaint or the fines continue. We can't afford to repaint. Then you shouldn't have violated the rules. He hung up. 30 days later we received another notice. Total fines $3,000. We couldn't pay it. We appealed to the HOA board. The board, all friends of Pritchard, denied our appeal. The fines kept accumulating. By day 90, $9,000. By day 180, $18,000. By day 365, $36,500. We were facing financial ruin over paint. Carol cried every night. Tom, what are we going to do? I didn't know. Then I got angry. I started researching HOA law in Arizona. Turns out HOAs have a lot of power, but not unlimited power. They can fine homeowners. But fines must be reasonable, $100 per day for paint? A judge might call that excessive. They can put liens on houses. But they have to follow specific legal procedures. And most importantly, HOA boards are elected. Which meant Pritchard could be removed. I started organizing. Sunset Ridge had 312 homes. Pritchard and his board had been in power for 15 years. Mostly because nobody else wanted to deal with the hassle. But plenty of people hated them. I went door to door. Talked to neighbors. Has the HOA ever fined you for something ridiculous? Nearly everyone had a story. One couple got fined $500 because their grass was 2.8 inches instead of 2.5. Another couple got fined $1,000 because they put up a happy birthday banner that stayed up 3 days instead of 2. A widow got fined $250 because her late husband's truck sat in the driveway for a week while she arranged the estate. Everyone was terrified of Pritchard. Why don't you run against him? I asked. He'll retaliate. He'll find something to fine us for. But I didn't care anymore. I had nothing left to lose. I announced my candidacy for HOA president in January 2021. My platform, End the Tyranny. Reform the rules. Make Sunset Ridge a community again, not a prison. Pritchard laughed. Good luck, Tom. Nobody's going to vote for a rule breaker. But they did. I campaigned for 2 months. Knocked on doors. Held town halls. Listened to people's frustrations. On election day, 287 homeowners voted. I won with 214 votes. Pritchard got 73. He was out. My first act as HOA president, I suspended all pending fines, including mine. My second act, I called a special meeting to review the rules. We went through all 247, one by one. Rule 34, no political signs allowed at any time. I called for a vote. This rule violates First Amendment protections. All in favor of removing it? Unanimous. Rule 47B, all exterior paint colors must be pre-approved from a list of 14 colors. All in favor of expanding the approved colors and allowing homeowners to choose similar shades with board notification instead of approval? Unanimous. We eliminated 89 rules that night. We revised another 112 to be less punitive. We kept 46 that actually made sense. Rules about safety, noise, and basic community standards. Pritchard showed up at the meeting. Red-faced. Furious. You're destroying everything I built. No, Donald, I said. I'm fixing everything you broke. But Pritchard didn't give up. He sued the HOA. Claimed we'd violated proper procedures. Claimed the rule changes were illegal. He lost. Then he tried to recall me. Gathered signatures. Demanded a special election. He needed 30% of homeowners to sign the petition. He got 11%. Finally, he tried to run again in the next election. He lost to Carol, my wife, who ran on the platform of continuing Tom's reforms. She won with 251 votes. Pritchard got 34. He moved out of Sunset Ridge 6 months later. Sunset Ridge is a different place now. People actually like living here. Kids play in the streets. Neighbors have parties. We have community events. And our house, still painted colonial beige. Nobody cares. Because we learned something important. Rules are supposed to serve people, not control them. And when the people finally stand up, the tyrants fall.